Hello viewers, welcome to Python for Data Science module. In this session, we are going to explore what is Python and few simple data types of Python and operators such as arithmetic, comparison and logical operators. First of all, what is Python? Python is an object-oriented programming language which supports abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism concepts similar to Java. What is the reason behind the popularity of Python? The first thing is minimized code. You don't want to write lengthy code. And the second one is extensive support libraries. If you are working with data science, if you are working with machine learning or deep learning algorithms, there are a lot of libraries. You can simply import it and you can work with it. And the third one is Python is open source. And the fourth one is its productivity and speed. When compared to other programming languages, it performs quite well. Now, if I want to print hi message using Java, then I need to write at least 3 lines of code. Like I need to have a class name, then a main method, then I need to print this in system.out.println. I should save this, then compile and run. But in Python, we can achieve it in one single line. So you just want to use print and type hi and run the cell. You'll be getting the answer. Simple, right? Let's start with simple data types. You see that here I have a variable called name equal to, and I have assigned some string value in that, and I'm gonna run this. So name equal to iPhone 5s, and I would like to know the type of this variable. So I'm gonna run this, so which means that it is going to show me string. Obviously it is a string, and I'm gonna print this one. So print in bracket, you need to mention the name of the variable. So it got printed here. Alright, so now I have got another variable, screen size equal to 4.3, and I'm gonna check the type of this. So type, and within the bracket you need to mention the variable name and run the cell. So it is float because we have used 4.3. Alright, so the next thing is there is a variable number of speakers equal to 1. I'm gonna run this. Alright, and I want to check the type of that variable. So it is int, obviously. Alright, and I'm gonna print something with my string with the name which we have used here. Alright, name equal to iPhone 5 yes, and it is printing along with that. So I have used plus operator here, so I just bought an iPhone 5. And the next thing is Boolean. Let's check this. So this is a variable I have assigned with false, and I need to check the type. I'm gonna run this. Yes, it's Boolean, and I'm gonna print here. So print is Android equal to true. I'm gonna check this, but it is not true. Actually, it is false. So it is false here. To print a string, either you can use double quote or single quote. It will accept. No issues with that. All right. So this is about data types. Now let's get into arithmetic operators. So basically arithmetic operators, we know that plus, minus, so 10 plus 5, obviously it is 15, and we're gonna use subtraction. So these are all the operations we'll be using commonly in data science, so that I'm just brushing up the basics. And subtraction, multiplication, and division. If I try with 0, which is not possible, throws an error. Basically in operators, the return types depends on the operands, which means that I'm gonna try with this. So this is a string and multiply with another string, but this is an integer value. Let's try this. I'll get an error. Yes, of course. Can't multiply sequence by non-int of string. So that I'm gonna remove this double quotes. I'm gonna run this now, and which is that I'm gonna get 5 times RK Keynotes. Alright, what if I try with plus 3? Let's say this again. Now let's look into comparison operators. So that is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and all. I'm gonna run this. 45 greater than 34? Yes, it is going to say true. And 56 less than 23, it is false. And I'm gonna compare these things, like 34 multiplied by 34 less than 45 times 23, it is false. And I'm gonna do this conditional checking, 45 equal to 45, that is double equal to, right? And that is comparison, basically. It is true. And this is a task whether if I want to do all these things in one single line, yes, I can do it. Like in print statement, I'm just going to multiply AB, divide, do add and subtract, then power, then division by floor, and I'm gonna run this. Let's see this. Yeah, so this is the answer, like A times B, A multiplied by B is 6, then A divided by B is 1.5, and these are all the answers. Now let's get into logical operators. And or not. And or operators return one of the operands, whereas not returns only true or false. Let's try this. So now what will be the output for this? 0 and 3. And returns the first false, if not returns the last, which means that I'm gonna try this one. So it is going to say 0, so because this is the first value is false, and I'm gonna try this one, 3 and 0. It returns the first false, or else it returns the last. So now here the first value is not false, so it is going to return the last. And how about 3 and 5? It will check for the first false value, if not it returns the last. So here the first value is not false, and I'm going to run this, and it is going to return 5. It is going to return the last, that's what. And OR is just opposite to AND. So here for 0 and 3 we have got 0, and I'm going to do that one here, and 0 or 3, run this, I'll be getting 3. Yes, it is just opposite to AND, and 3 or 0, so it returns the first true value. And here 3 or 5 is going to return the 3, so it is just opposite to AND operator. And how about here x less than 5, that is x value is 7, I have assigned here 7 less than 5 and 7 less than 10. Let's run this. Yes, it is false. To understand it better, I have given one more example here, a equal to 0 and b equal to 1, and I'm going to print a and b, and print a or b, print not b. So now what will be the output for this? And so if I run this one, you see that for a and b, as we said that AND returns the first false value, here the value is 0 and here the value is 1, so AND operator returns the first false value, so the first false value is 0. Alright, then a or b, it is just opposite to AND, we said that, so instead of returning 0 it will return 1. Not, basically, which flips the Boolean value. You can say that not b, basically it is 1, it should return true, but because of not it is returning false. What if I change this value to 0, b equal to 0, and definitely it will return true, because it is false actually, but not will return the opposite, it will negate basically. So now it will return 2. Hope you liked this video, and I would like to hear you in the comment section. And in the next class we'll see conditional statements, looping constructs and functions. Thanks for watching the video.